Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I'm sharing with you my 5 favorite Amazon finds that I use in my craft room. All right, so last week was Amazon Prime days, I guess you would say, and there is a lot of pressure on YouTubers, on influencers to share their favorite Amazon Prime deals. There's all kinds of incentives from companies and from Amazon itself to share these deals to convince you to buy things, and it felt like a lot. It felt like a lot of pressure, and I didn't really go through and look at any of the Amazon Prime Day deals. I didn't shop Amazon Prime Day, but I will say that I do have a few finds in my craft room that I've used, some of them for a long time, some of them are newer, that I have really enjoyed that I picked up on Amazon. So, despite Prime Day being over, I thought I would share with you 5 things in my craft room that I picked up on Amazon that I am using and that are helping me keep my space organized and functional. So, without further ado, let's go check them out. Of course, as always, things are linked down below. Let's go. First up, something that I picked up on Amazon that has been so great would be the wheels that I have on my Cricut makers. So I have 2 Cricut makers in my room, and I picked up these tiny wheels. You just attach them with a double foam adhesive, a very strong one, works really well. And these little wheels make it easy for me to just roll this back and forth really smoothly. I pull out my machines when I'm ready to use them so I can open them up and get them going, but then I pull them back or push them back when I'm not using them so that I have additional workspace. This has just been really nice. I feel like personally when I was lifting it and plopping it that it was jarring the machine more, and I felt like I was having to align my Cricut a lot more, especially for print and cut purposes. But once I got the casters and have been rolling it back and forth, the print and cut has been much more consistent. I don't have to align quite as often, and it's just really functional in my space. You can buy them in different size packs. I believe I bought an 8-pack, which is why I have wheels on both my Cricut makers. They will also work for a cameo, for a silhouette cameo, if you are interested in that. But those are one of my favorite Amazon finds. All right, so another Amazon find that I love is this rose gold hanging file holder. I've had this for a while. I wanted it for my pegboard because I wanted to be able to hang some albums on the pegboard. I actually just hang it through the wall loops with some extra hooks, pegboard hooks. This, of course, can mount to the wall. This has been really strong and durable because it is holding some heavy albums, so I love that. I love that it has the tray at the bottom so I can have extra little pieces here and there. And it's just been kind of a workhorse that has been a staple in my craft studio for quite a long time. Holds all kinds of things, and it's just really beautiful in the rose gold. I absolutely would recommend it. It also has these little plates here where you can easily label what you have going on in each of those file holders. But again, I use it as a pegboard accessory. You can actually sit it on your desk. It is totally flat here on the bottom, so it could sit on your desk and it can be mounted to the wall. Pretty versatile. I absolutely love it. Speaking of file holders, this is another file holder that I had picked up off of Amazon. I have a love for clear storage, which is why the next 3 pieces you're going to see are all clear. I like the size of this one. This is really, it's versatile in that I can lift it up and move it around. It's not so heavy filled with files that it becomes really cumbersome. This is where I keep all of my printables, so the things I print out and use in my different crafts, and it's been working really well. It has great handles. I also picked up the pink file folders from Amazon as well, but the size is what I really like because some of the larger totes that are made to hold files just get really heavy, and so pulling them on and off a shelf or from a cabinet can be hard. And once you add the obstacle, I say it all the time, you're way less likely to actually use the supplies once it feels hard to get them out. So the fact that this one is not too bad, that it has the handles, that it makes it easy, and that it keeps my printables all organized in a really cool fashion. I absolutely love this. Is again another one that I've had for years that has made the transition from craft room to craft room, and I absolutely love it. So I will definitely be linking this one below. All right, so like I said, the next couple pieces are clear acrylic pieces that I've had that I love and I picked up from Amazon. This one is a desk organizer and it has served several different purposes. Right now, it's kind of a catch-all on my cabinets on the desktop back here so that it holds all kinds of my iPads, some rulers, sticker guides, some extra stickers for my patrons, things like that. I've repurposed it several times and used it often as a project organizer. So for projects like December Daily, Gratitude Documented, some of my bigger projects, I will empty this out, gather up all my supplies for that project and organize it in here. And it works really well because it has the different size places. Plus back here, big enough to hold your 12 by 12 papers, which was absolutely perfect. I love this piece. I love the thickness of the acrylic. It makes it feel really strong and durable. And like I said, it's been great for organizing all kinds of different projects. It's a piece that can transition and you can use as different things, which is something I'm always looking for in my storage pieces because, hey, crafting changes, creativity changes, and sometimes your storage needs to change with it. So this has been working really well for me. I've had it probably 3 to 4 years, held up really well, hasn't even scratched. Absolutely love it. Last but not least, something I get comments on all of the time. This is my washi wall, and I did purchase these shelves from Amazon. These are clear acrylic shelves that were originally intended for things like nail polish. So you can see they're not super deep. However, they are deep enough to hold washi tape. And it took me a couple of tries to find shelves that were deep enough. The average nail polish acrylic shelf is like 1.5 inches, which tends to not be deep enough for some of the larger rolls of washi. This one though is about 2 inches deep, which is absolutely perfect. These are fabulous. I am always talking about wall storage, vertical storage, taking advantage of vertical space. And this has been a fabulous way for me to use this vertical space. You can see each row has actually 2 different shelves. They're actually a little bit thinner. And they work fantastic. I actually use them in my other craft space to hold sprays, Distress Oxide sprays, Dina Wakley gloss sprays, and that was awesome as well. Big fan of the clear storage. I can't imagine now not having a washi wall. It's one of my favorite features in my craft room, and this supply from Amazon has come in super handy. All right, so that was a quick cruise through my space to share with you my 5 favorite finds from Amazon. Of course, there are so many things that you can find from Amazon. I would love to hear some of your favorite craft room additions that you picked up on Amazon. Leave them down in the comments below because I know I love to read them, and everyone else that leaves a comment also likes to read them and see what treasures everyone is finding. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. Thank you all so much for just putting together the most amazing little creative, quirky, crafty community over there. If you want to see what Patreon is all about, what some of the perks you can receive are, you can check the link down below and you can start your 7-day free trial today. All right, I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.